Hello ladies and gentlemen, Baltmatrix here, and today we are taking a look at Transformers The Last Knight Deluxe Class Sqweeks. I actually like this figure quite a bit. Now, that is not to say that the figure is flawless. There are some minor flaws I would like to talk to you about later, but overall I think this is actually a pretty neat little set. So, the figure comes with, well, the figure itself, this giant freaking gun, which is, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different guns in one. It's a giant hunk of plastic that any other Transformer can hold, and Sqweeks can hold himself. This trailer, which is actually really cool, because it opens up, it transforms into this little repair platform, which I like a whole lot. It's very reminiscent of Optimus from Generation 1. I think this little thing is pretty darn cool. You could fit Sqweeks in it in both modes. He could sit in it or stand in it here in robot mode like this. And it can hold smaller figures like a Titan's Master, like that. And then repair him and whatnot. I think this figure actually has a lot of different uses. He also has one other use that can hold this giant robot arm. For some reason, Sqweeks has a giant robot arm. I don't know why. But he can wield this, and he can wield the gun at the same time. To put the robot arm on first, pull off the little hand, and then peg the robot arm in. And he's got this beefy robot arm. And then for the guns, pull off the other arm, and attach the giant gun here, like so. And he's got a giant gun arm. So there is that. I don't know how that's going to show up in the movie. We will see. But I kind of like it. I do like the fact that he has replaceable arms. And I can easily see a third-party company coming out with parts for this little dude. Now, let's talk about his aesthetic a little bit. He is Rat Trap from Transformers Beast Machines. Pretty much. Except Except Rat Trap had a little bit more dignity. This guy's look is rough. I'm not going to lie. It is rough. I actually like the paint. I am a fan of the paint going on here, because in the movie, he's supposed to be, really scuffed up. But it's clear that somebody manually painted this, which is really kind of scary. It's not a pretty looking figure. I do like the teal blue. I think it works well. He does transform into a scooter, which he transforms into, I believe, a similar scooter that Michaela was riding in the original Transformers movie back in 2007. So, transformation for Sqweeks is pretty easy. To start off with, and you don't have to do this, but I like to remove his handlebar hands and then put them into the same carrying case as his beefy arm. You do not have to do that. That's just something I like to do, because when you do that, that means things or certain parts get out of the way. And then first we'll fold up his little trailer hitch here, or trailer like that. Put that off to the side. Now, for transforming Sqweeks, first lift up the haut, flip up the head, flip that back, flip the head back, and then grab the entire rear part of the robot mode and extend it out like that, and accordion it out. Then take the head, fold that hinge all the way down, open the helmet up, and flip up his goggles into the helmet, and leave that open a little bit, and then sandwich that whole thing into what will be the rear of the scooter mode, like that. And sandwich the scooter mode up. Come to the robot arms, point them out, and then fold them down into the front of the scooter. Come to the front of the robot mode and unpeg it and flip it up. Turn it 180 degrees and then flip it down and peg it back into place like that. Grab the handlebars, which were turned around, and flip them around. Then take the kickstand, push it down, flip the wheels out, turn the wheels around so that the one with the large fender is pointing forward, and the one with the small fender is pointing back. Now, the reason we opened up the goggles from the eyes is so that gives us room to put the wheel back up here, and that wheel will peg into place right under there, and then the front wheel will flip up and peg into that little peg, that tiny little peg right there. Then we can flip the kickstand down and flip down the trailer hitch. But before we flip down the trailer hitch, we want to actually attach the trailer's ball joint, which is incredibly hard to do. This requires a significant amount of force. There. Fold that down, and here we have his little scooter mode, little Vespa mode with trailer. Now, this giant gun doesn't really fit anywhere other than to peg right back here. That looks out of place. I like to just leave the gun off and just keep the Vespa going. As a little scooter mode, I think he works really well. I do not care for the brown paint. The brown paint kind of looks like they smeared poo on him. It really, really does. I honestly get what they're going for. I really do. They used this color brown that is his seat for the paint that they smeared on, which, again, kind of looks like poo. The only negative that I can actually come up with is that he's not exactly the quites. The only real, truly negative that really hits home is he's not exactly perfectly scaled for a Legends class Transformer to ride him. He is almost there. Almost. The front here needs to be just a bit higher for it to be perfectly scaled to that of, a real moped or scooter. I do like the fact that he has rockets in the back of the scooter mode. That is appreciated. But you can get some decent poses with Legends class figures. I've not been able to find an Autobot that works well with him. Rumble or Frenzy work the best. Oh well. I like Sqweeks quite a bit. I'm pleasantly surprised, too. I think it's a fun figure. Yeah, the paint, the brown paint, is a bit on the annoying side. Not going to lie about that. But otherwise, I kind of dig it. I think it's a neat little figure. It's different. It's something we've never, ever gotten before, and I appreciate that. So, props on originality, Hasbro. Whether he's going to be any good in the movie, I don't know. We'll find out next month. This review is being recorded in the end of, late middle May. So we will find out if he is any good in the movie, well, in June. Though, getting him transformed back, sometimes if you get things out of place and you don't do anything right, is a little bit annoying, but everything goes pretty well. You just have to remember you're going to be sandwiching him together eventually, so just remember to do that, and you won't go wrong. And then you have to remember to, put his hands back, because right now he looks real dumb. Yeah, he's not the best figure in the world, and yes, he is a little bit problematic in some spots, but I can't help but love this little dude. He's so different, he's so stupid, he's just a lot of fun. So gang, I hope you've enjoyed this video review. As always, I'm Baltmatrix, asking you to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you next time.